there's an uncensored medrash in Gittin concerning Onkelos. Guys, remember Onkelos the Ger apparently converted in the first century, or the late first century, sometime after the Horban, because uh, it says he consulted through necromancy some celebrities from our history to ask them about the decision to convert to Judaism. And one of them was his maternal uncle Titus. Titus was the destroyer of the Second Temple, the destroyer of Jerusalem, and later the Roman emperor. And he suffered an ignoble death, according to Chazal, as Mida Keneged Mida. So Onkelos consulted with these people, and he was basically told, I'll read this here. We want to know what happens if he cleaves to the children of Israel, he wants to join them. Okay. Aske Letitus bin Gida. So he raised up Titus through this dark magic, through necromancy. Omar Le, Man Chashiv Bahu Alama says, who's important, who's considered? Chashiv is Chashuv in Aramaic, in the next world, that world where you are. Omar Le, Yisrael. Titus answered him, Israel. That would be the Jewish people. Mahu li'ida bukei bahu. So Onkelos says, so good to join up with them? Amar le milaihu nefishin velo matzit l'kiyaminhu. Okay. He says they have a lot to say. They have a lot of commandments. You won't be able to keep all of them. It says here, zil igrei bahu ba'al alama v'havit risha. Instead, you should try to become an adversary of theirs, and in your world, you'll become ahead. That means the way to get ahead in this world is by being an anti-Semite. Ichtiv hayud sarel l'rosh. It says in Eicha, this is actually just the fifth pasuk, when Jeremiah is bemoaning, he's lamenting the destruction of Jerusalem, both the first time and the second time. He says that her troublers, that is Zion's troublers, became the heads. That is how you achieve greatness in this world. Remember Ahmadinejad. Remember who he was? Himach Shemo. He was sort of big shot in Iran. How did he make himself famous? By being an anti-Semite. And all these other people throughout world history. What do? If you're on your way down or you want to get yourself up, you basically turn against the Jewish people. Kol ha-meitzer li-Yisrael nasa rosh. Whoever becomes a troubler of Israel becomes a head. Just like Haman, by the way. Doesn't mean they're not going to suffer great fall after this, but it happens. So that's what's basically happening now. You see this once again with the Brandon regime. It's obvious that the whole thing is flailing. I don't think that, by the way, he's personally responsible for any of these things. I mean, there are many examples of him not being our friend even before this point. But now he cannot be considered mentally competent. His own lawyer people have declared that as such. Whoever's running the show is evil and is realizing, okay, so right now we have to turn on the Jewish people as hard as we can. Why? Because to save our own skin, that's expedient, that's advantageous for us. We have to watch out. Well, maybe one time read what else the Chazal say about Onkelos over here.